Welcome back to Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. I'm afraid we've got 3 videos showing trolling behaviour for you now. The first involves me. Yep, T67 on my alternate account, ForkU2, and well, you'll see what happens. Battle started ordinarily enough. I'm in the tier 5 tank destroyer and I'm running away to get to a firing position so I can get some early shots on the enemy if they're in the moment of setting up. Okay, I've nicely positioned myself next to the rock and I'm now looking for targets. As you can see, nothing in sight. At least not yet. And I get hit by a Matilda. Now, the Matilda is just making his way out from the cap area. And I'll stay in third person view. You can see he's not just shooting me, he's shooting the other tanks as well. In fact, he seems to be shooting just about everywhere. This is a player who has a considerable number of games. Over 30,000 games. Well, I get some damage on a Panzer 4D, but I get shot in the rear by the Matilda. Thank goodness that they've switched off team damage, because otherwise at this moment my rear would be getting full of holes. He's still shooting me. So I pull round to take another shot at the enemy, and look what he does next. Yep, he's not satisfied with just shooting me in the rear. He now wants to push me in front of the enemy and make sure that the enemy shoots me. So what does he do? He drives over, drives up behind me and pushes me out in front of the enemy while shooting me. And of course the enemy can see me. There's an A20 there and a bathtub. So I quickly move forward to get round the corner, try to get back into cover, and he tries to push me off the edge of the cliff once again. But of course the T67's a pretty nimble little tank destroyer, and I can easily move away from him faster than he can chase me. So from this point on, it's a rather ordinary battle. Or at least I say that it's ordinary. Okay, well, just quick sights on the enemy again, see if I can get any shots on the enemy. And, whoa, climb the wall there. And we've got a Type 95. So I get one round into him, but my teammate takes the kill. So the Panzer 4H gets the kill. Let's put the mini back up again so you can see what's going on. No sign of the enemy over this side. The Matilda, well, he's behind me. He's over there. He's gone to the spotting bush, the same bush I was in. And it could be that what he was actually trying to do was push me out of his firing position. So anyway, I've decided to take the bull by the horns because we've got a Covenanter and an M7 blocking our progress in the north. So I'm going to outflank them, which is something I love doing in this game. If you ever get the chance to outflank the enemy, go round them, find a way to get behind them, and then shoot them in the ass, and all of a sudden the game changes. Because far from somebody actually stopping you, they're actually basically wiped out. Because they weren't fixed to a particular position. Okay, we've got shots on M7. One in. He disappears from view. He's gone. He's been killed. Okay, we've got a Covenanter there now. And, well, okay, I'll push forward. See if I can find any more of the enemy. Nobody in sight. Move forward to the next bush. Oh, and that moment I spot the enemy Arty, the M37. I need to get into cover. Quickly. Oh, well, dived off the edge. Now I should be able to get shots on whoever's up the hill, and I think it's the bathtub, isn't it? And if I don't get shots on him, I'm certainly spotting him for the team. No shots that way, but there's the bathtub. We can see him. Turn sideways, and there you go. Hello! And I didn't penetrate. It was a glancing blow off the armour, but he's still there, so I put another round into him. And he goes down. Okay, well, we're now going to do a scissors and catch this Selecto unawares. He's just been badly damaged. Come around the corner. Bye bye. We've got a Death Toaster. Trying to engage him at long range on the move. Probably not preferable. And he goes down. Okay, the Arty's next. Lock on. First one's down. Okay, it's the Gorilla. It's the next one. Gonna have to go through the woods. Locked on. Fire one, didn't hit. And before I can get the next shot in, he's out the game, and that's it. It's all over. So, Troll City for a moment, but it's surprising that that player actually has so many games and yet he can't play properly without breaking the rules. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, there wasn't any medals other than the fire for effect for actually getting more damage than the hit points of my own vehicle. And the win 8 from that game was 1184, which was nothing to write home about, nothing special. And if we look at the team scores, we can see that I'm in the top part of the table, 571 hit points of damage, which is better than virtually all the enemy team except for that Death Toaster, who was doing rather well. But I was still 4th on damage on my team, and I didn't get any kills at all, so that puts me way down the table. And when it came to base XP, well, you can see that I'm mid-table, 357. Nothing strong, nothing serious. If this is the troll, Soldier of War 2, and at first I thought maybe he was a anonymized, or maybe he was a new player. But on reflection, when I actually looked up his data, and this is where it all comes out, yeah, look at this, 31,891 battles, 48% victories, a rating of 4314, and he's got a host of medals. And yet he has to troll people. He has to shoot them in the rear, and then he has to push them out in front of the enemy just so he can get his firing position. Well, that sort of player shouldn't really be in the game. He should at the very least, get a ban for bad behaviour of that sort. But the best thing we can do in the meanwhile is alert everybody that this player is a troll, and that they should take the appropriate action. Now, it may surprise you, but I actually came across this player later on the same session. He was actually in the Matilda still, but what he did is he sat at the back for the entire battle and took no action whatsoever until virtually everybody was dead, including myself. And then him and one tank destroyer and the 3 Arty then won the game. But they only won it by the fact that he had all his health, 100%. The enemy had virtually nothing left. There was 2 enemy versus 5 on our team, including that tank destroyer. And it was very much easier for them to win simply because he just came in, bulldozed his way until he got to the cap, sat in the cap, and then capped out. So you see, this sort of player is a very bad player for the game. Not only is he rude or bad to other players, but all he does is he sits at the back, taking no part in the action whatsoever, and of course forces you to take all the damage whilst he takes all the glory. So not a very nice player. But anyway, we'll add him to our troll list so people can actually be aware if this player comes around. Yes, watch out for him. When I did see him appear in the team list on the second battle, I warned everybody straight away that he was a troll, and they should beware of him. So yep, that's the first one. But there are more to come, I'm afraid. Yes, we do have more trolls, and you'll be watching those very shortly. But if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.